Welcome, Resident Evil fans and all that light laws. The Progenetor Virus, also known as T-Virus or Tyrant, was made by Jame Marcus, who worked for the Umbrella, and was a biological warfare researcher in his early days as research. Any virus made before his death was all contributed to him himself, as Umbrella made or copied greater than what he done. So by after 1998, it's all based on his research, which also he called his babies, his leeches. Let's start at the beginning, all the way back before his death by Wesker Birkins, who was sent by Oswell, Spencer in other words.
Time to die, Doctor.
I will take over your research.
Wesker. Birkin.
Jame Marcus was born in 1918, and as he was growing up, he learned how frail humans can be. He wanted to help them one day by working of ways to make them more healthy. When James started to attend his university to study biological sciences, where he first met Oswell and Edward Ashford, also known for Resident Evil 5 Code Veronica. They were also studying there, so he met some great friends, brainiac friends, shall we say. And many years later, let's fast forward to many years later, where stuff actually started happening. In the 1960s, more than 20 years or more later, he came across a book that he became fascinated by. So in the 1966, he went to West Africa in search for rare flower. Upon finding and testing this flower for many months, they found out what they seek is a mutagenic virus. However, the Stairway of the Sun, which is the flower name. But after experiment on it, they then called it the Progenetor Virus, also known as a T-Virus, bring home the flower and seeds in hopes of growing them and funding them towards their research. It failed many times over. Some years later, Oswald Spencer and Edward Ashford created the Umbrella Corporation after forming the Umbrella. Marcus returned to Africa to safely remove it and the root in the dirt intact. Before this though, heeding advice from Spencer, mercenaries was sent over to keep the natives away from this Stairway of the Sun flower for the very purpose. And when the Arkley Mountains mansion was finished in 1968, which included a laboratory, he started to work on the Tyrant virus with his life. He started working on the T-Virus or Tyrant virus with live animals, and in the hopes it succeeded to some extent, but not to what he was hoping for. With some help, James created the Tyrant in 1978, which was used for So with some help, James succeeded in creating the Tyrant, even more powerful than before, in 1978, which then was used for biowarfare for the US military. And some years later, he took in the smartest students, among other students working at the mansion at the time. And their very first two names are Albert Wesker and William Birkins, who in the end betrayed him. But this did not last very long, with Spencer trying to steal. But with the continuation of Spencer trying to steal Marcus' work over the period of the 70s to 80s, Marcus started to make bigger monsters to keep away the unwanted. Started with animals and then making his way of anyone who threatened him in any way. By making his babies, his leeches.
I will simply say goodbye to Umbrella.
He started on chimps, along with grasshoppers, along with many other creatures, but zombies were the worst of them all.
Rebecca.
But working on those who he felt betrayed by did not always work out. They came out more so dead than zombies.
What could have done this?
They must have been used as test subjects in Marcus's research. He must have kept messing around with the mother virus.
Billy?
These babies, known as leeches, they were smarter than what came out of the other experiments. First, they ate anything and everyone within the safe environment they were put in. And if there was not enough food given, they would eat themselves. But over time, these leeches did stop feeding on each other, and others started eating any flesh around when given. Days later, known James as their leader, they mimicked him in seeing him as their safe haven. So, as they got to know him, they saw him as his god, you can say. In 1988, Jame Marcus was finally killed, shall we say, by the special forces who were hired, who worked for Spencers, but also along with Wesker and Albert.
The T-virus inside of my queen. Years to procreate my new life.
So, as explained there, when he was chucked down into the sewage, the leeches came to him, went inside of him, and after many years, they put him back together, even greater and better than he could ever imagine.
You'll pay for what you've done. We'll see which one of us is gonna die.
And this is when he swore revenge,
And the world will burn.
leaking the T-virus in the mansion, which it then made its way to the streets, the forests, the suburbs of Raccoon City, and ever more after that. The Ecliptic Express train that was making its way from Raccoon City and other non-umbrella corporations. In the end, James was brought down by Rebecca, or the rookie medic Rebecca, and an ex-military con, Billy Con.
Billy!
Hey, Queenie! Feast on this!
Hope you enjoyed this. I could try and get as much details as I could into this to explain the downfall and the birth of Jame Marcus, and how the first T-virus was created. So feel free to like, subscribe, share, and see you later.